After every loss, I'm going to be trading away one of LeBron James's teammates, but if we lose by 20 or more points, we have to trade an 80 plus overall, and that happened early on in the season, so Anthony Davis was gone. We were going to be adding Malcolm Brogdon and Jaylen Brown to the roster. I don't think this was too bad of a move though. We get some additional depth, and Jaylen Brown can be a star alongside LeBron James. We take another L to the Denver Nuggets, so it's time to make another trade. This time we had Derrick Rose. I really liked D-Rose, so I thought that was a solid move. We lose a third game in the row, this time to the Pelicans, and we add Kevin Porter Jr. in a trade for Lonnie Walker IV. We've gotten off to kind of a rough start to the season as we lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and this time we're able to add Cam Johnson and a first-round pick for Austin Reeves, Thomas Bryant in a first. But we're basically left with no centers after this trade, so LeBron's going to have to play the 5. Good luck with that, as he's 37 years old. It's going to be kind of tough, but hopefully he can pull it off. With the morale boost, Russ is an 80 overall, so I trade him for Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, as we lost by 20 to the Jazz. We take another L after that loss to the Jazz, and we add Bol in a trade for KPJ. Then we lose to the Detroit Pistons, and Kendrick Nunn and Troy Brown Jr. are headed out of here in a smaller move for Torrey Craig and Damian Lee. Then we lose to the San Antonio Spurs. This team sucks, but we were able to add Klay Thompson and a first-round pick in a trade for Gordon Hayward and Max Christie. As a quick update on the rotation, I feel like our team is actually absolutely stacked. We've got a pretty deep rotation, and I also signed some free agents as we had some open roster spots. I added Lance Stevenson and Boogie Cousins. Also, if you do go on to enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing. Anyways, let's continue on. We finally are able to put together a win streak as we win 9 in a row, but that comes to an end against the Philadelphia 76ers, which means it's time for a trade. We're bringing back Laker legend Andre Drummond, so we really shouldn't lose again, but somehow we lose by 30 to the Celtics, who now have AD, and we absolutely finesse the Kings for De'Aaron Fox. I don't know why they took Klay for De'Aaron, but we'll take it. Even with De'Aaron though, we're still taking L's. We make a smaller move with the Kings to add Terrence Davis, and then we lose to the Sacramento Kings right after trading with them, and we add Keita Bates-Diop from the Spurs. Then we win a few more games, but don't worry, we're still going to take more L's. We lose by 20 this time and make a huge move to add DeJounte Murray and Clint Capella. That way LeBron can finally stop playing the center position for us, and we can have a real 5 on the roster. Now we've got Drummond and Capella as our 5s. Not every trade is going to be a big one though. We add Kenrich Williams and Mike Muscala in this trade with the Thunder, and we're able to put together quite a few more wins before losing to the Sixers, and Bol is displeased, so we went ahead and traded him for Jared Vanderbilt, who I think can be a solid defensive piece for us. Around the All-Star break, we ended up losing to the Pelicans, and we lost by 20, so we made a big trade adding Lauri Markkanen for Malcolm Brogdon and a second. LeBron James was selected to be on the All-Star team. Just thought you all might want to see that. And after the All-Star break, we ended up losing again, so I added Max Strus from the Miami Heat. He should be a solid backup guard for us. Then we take another L to the Pelicans. They've been beating us quite a bit, and we're able to add Boban Marjanovic, who is 7'4", by the way. Sadly, Boban is on his way out of here, though, as we add Nick Batum from the Clippers, and we continue on in the season. We lose to Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, and this time we're bringing back Della Vedova to play with LeBron. We had some open roster spots, so I brought in Earl Jenkins. I feel like he's been in quite a few videos at this point. I also brought in another G League player as well. But Earl Jenkins was on his way out, as we had an opportunity to get a first-round pick after a L, and I thought might as well make that happen. Then I traded the other G League guy and got another pick in Frank Kaminsky. Once we lost again, I packaged together those picks with Max Strus to add Bobby Portis. He should be a great backup big for us heading into the playoffs. We lost to the Phoenix Suns and the season is almost over, so I add Dennis Smith Jr. so he can hopefully get a ring with us. At the end of the season, Russ is 6th man of the year on the Hornets, LeBron James is All-NBA second team, and also LeBron James ended up making All Defensive first at 38 years old. He also led the team in scoring, but overall, I feel like it was kind of a balanced attack. We had a lot of guys getting buckets for us. Here's a quick look at the rotation heading into the playoffs. In case you need an update, I know we made a ton of trades, so this is what the roster's looking like. We've got all 80 pluses in the rotation. In the first round, we've got the T-Wolves. That's an easy sweep. Round 2, we've got the Grizzlies, and the series is tied up at 1-1, but that one game is the only one the Grizzlies will take as we're moving on to the conference finals. In the conference finals, we've got Luka and the Mavs. In the first game, we end up winning. We win the second. We're up 3-1. It's an easy win in the series. LeBron is Western Conference Finals MVP. Harden is Eastern Conference Finals MVP as we're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA Finals. They take game 1, we take game 2, and then we each take another game. Now we're headed into a pivotal game 5 that ends up being really close. Tyrese Maxey makes a nice cut to get an easy layup, and we're down 3 points. We really need a bucket. Lauri Markkanen's got the easiest shot of his life that he ends up missing, and we end up losing this one. D-Rose tried to carry us, but we really need some more from LeBron James, and also Lauri Markkanen 0 for 10 from 3 is absolutely crazy. But we're able to bounce back in Game 6. We win behind LeBron James's 28 points. And for Game 7, I saw Derrick Rose was having a great playoff run. He had that big Game 5, so I decided to throw him into the starting lineup. I thought he could lead us to victory. That was a huge mistake. We lost by almost 30 points in Game 7, so I guess even if we trade teammates after every L, it still can't lead to a championship for the Lakers. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.